Hey guys, what's up? It's Noah here with the CP Gamers. This time bringing you another update on Endor, that LEGO mock that we've been working on for some time now. And this time we got a lot of changes on the main structure to talk about. I think that's... Oh, actually no, there's one other kind of surprise I want to give you guys at the end. So let's just talk about the main structure right now. So as you can see, I finally just gave in and made this the right color. I know I said several times in the past that I was going to be waiting and keeping this underground, or not underground, well, it's going to be underneath a landing pad, obviously up here, but I was going to keep it this dark color because I didn't have enough of these and I didn't want to assemble everything before I had to move. But recently, as you guys can tell, I ran out of space on this dresser which I built this mock on, so I didn't have that much that I could build besides this, so I decided to just do it. And I'm gonna just try my best to transport it. I'm sure it's gonna break. So I might even look back at this video to kind of see how I built it in case this breaks. I'll take it off in just a second. I'll take this piece off and show you guys in detail how I got it to connect and everything that's going on inside, so that maybe later I can use it to reassemble it. So I guess let's just look at that right now. I'm gonna have to probably set the camera down because it's kind of hard to get out. I have it connected right in there, as you guys can see. You can almost see that little piece of Technic pin in there, and I have 4 of those, so it's pretty strong. So let me just put this camera down and grab it. Okay. So I separated this support piece from the main mock, as you can see over there. It's no longer attached. So now what we have is just this little dome right here. It's pretty simple. As you can see, these are the pins that connect it onto the main piece. You guys have seen it before. Nothing has really changed too much. I did add a lot of support in here with all these colorful bricks to stop it from wobbling around, and mostly to stop these wedge pieces from coming loose, which it's doing a very good job of. So obviously I have these little plates. I forget what they're called. I think they're little brackets. These little brackets connect onto the side of these link arms here, and then on the link arms we have other brackets, as you can kind of see what's going on right here. So there's another bracket there that allows me to connect these pillars, which, let's see if I can find one. These pillars right here, so I have them, connected like this on the outside, and then at the very top of the pillar we just have some plates and some of these hinges connecting and keeping it stable so that it doesn't, wobble around. This is going to be filled in with a skinnier pillar. I don't have enough of those. I also don't have these in the right color either, so I need to get a bunch of those. But the best part about this, which I talked about I think last time, is that I'm able to make this pattern right here, even on the little curves. So that's awesome. I haven't seen anyone really do this, mostly because people aren't basing their Endor mocks off the video game like I am, but I'm really proud that I'm able to get it to look like this, and it looks, even much better when I take it and I put it back up here. Let's see if I can get it on there. There. Well, it's not going to be able to be put perfectly back in. Okay, there we go. It's starting to look very, very cool. So that's what I was doing there. I'm going to obviously fill this in, but these have plates, or I'm sorry, tiles down here to kind of cover up all these studs from sticking out. So it's starting to look pretty good. Sooner or later we're going to have to just break ground and start making the top part of the landing pad. I'm kind of hesitant to do that because I do have a lot of these pieces, but I'm going to need to buy just a whole bunch of these regular bricks, and they're expensive, so I don't know what I'm going to do there. Hopefully I can get some used for a cheap price, maybe even use some of these if I have leftover. But as you're going to see in just a few minutes, those are pretty much needed elsewhere, as you can see. So, getting on to something else, I added and I prototyped a bunch of different, we're just going to call them walkways for now. I've been prototyping. I have 2 designs, that one and that one. And I am going to have you guys help me pick the better design by voting in this video. If you look right now, there should be a little link right there. You can just click on it and tell me which one you like better. So we're going to call this one, let's call it the old gray because it uses old gray, and we'll call this one the new gray. So, you know, that's how you're going to differentiate them. But let's look at them more closely so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this, the old gray one, obviously ignore this. These are going to be the correct color. But what I mean by old gray is that these pieces right here, let's see if I have a loose, alright, so these pieces right here, little fence pieces, this is a pretty accurate piece as to what the video games and the movies show for the upper part of these walkways. It looks basically just like this. So it's ideal. It's what almost everyone who's built these Endor landing pads has done. And that's why I just didn't even really think about it. I was like, alright, I'll just buy some of those. But they don't come in the light bluish gray, so that means I have to make this part dark, or not dark gray, old gray. Ignore kind of this because I didn't have enough to show you guys what I meant, but it's going to have the entire roof section be old gray, while the bottom part remains the other gray, the newer gray. So it's two different grays. I don't really know how I feel about it. It's not a huge deal, I guess. I wish LEGO made these pieces right here in the new gray color. That would save me a lot of headache, but I don't know. If you guys really like this, I guess we can just go along with that. But the other one that I thought of, which is over here, is using these pieces, which I have a whole bunch of because I've been using them for, you know, railings all over this MOC, and I kind of like these pieces. So I thought it doesn't look so bad if I use them up there as well. This way I can get the entire thing to be the new light gray. I think both look pretty well. These are going to be the skinnier version of the pillar. I don't have enough of those yet. I don't know if I mentioned that. But this one is a little bit better in my opinion because it allows for more dividers. This one has to be more open. As you can see, there's only one divider there, and this one has two, and that's just because these pieces here don't come in any length less than 4, so I have to make it 2 of them long, whereas here I can have 6 length, 2 length, or I'm sorry, 4 length, and then 6 length again. So let me know what you guys think. Haven't built the other sides yet, I've just been practicing. So if you guys like either one, definitely let me know in the little voting poll. I've also connected the middle one. This one still obviously needs a lot of color change because I don't have enough of those pieces. But that one is not, you're not going to be able to see through it, which is in the games and the movie. That's where I got that idea. So that one's pretty easy to do. But like I said, if we choose this pattern, or if we choose this idea, we're going to have to make the top of this the old gray. So I don't know how that will look. It might look alright, but just let me know what you guys think. So that's kind of it for the main update. I don't have enough bricks of these little slope things to make this one in the correct color, so I'm going to leave it like that. But the next big thing is what we have going on over here. So I built 4 of these because I have an idea for something to put in the foreground of this MOC. Some of you guys might not be aware that this is going to be the back of the MOC, and since my dresser that I'm building this on isn't that wide, you might just think that the MOC is going to be this like it is here, and it would look pretty much complete, but this MOC will probably be double the width, and it will have a whole bunch of space out in front to cover up. Most of it's going to be empty because that's where we're going to put the AT-AT. But over in this area, over here, there's going to be a lot of empty path where the AT-AT won't be, so I didn't really have any plans for it. But I've decided to build a really big turbo laser tower, and I think it's going to look really cool. So I have 4 of these, and if I set the camera down in a second, you can kind of see what it's going to look like. But I'm pretty excited. A lot of people have made cool turbo lasers, but you know, a lot of different ways you can make them. So I'm pretty excited to give it my take, and let's go ahead and show you guys what we're going to do there. So it's kind of annoying. I really don't have much space at all left. Everything now is cramped, but I have all these big ideas and I don't want to just not build while I have them. So just bear with me, everything's getting a little crowded. But essentially, the turbo laser is going to fit together like this. As you can see, let's see if I can get it to stay still. So basically like that. Let's see if I can get a different angle. So as you can see, it's going to be pretty large, but I think it's going to fit together nicely. This looks pretty good. There's going to be more tiles. The reason why this one doesn't have too many tiles and you can see all these studs is because I might put a ladder here. I don't know, so maybe I should show you guys this angle, because that's probably closer to what it's actually going to look like. But yeah, I'm going to build a turbo laser, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's something that I've really always wanted to do, and I have never really had a good opportunity for it in a mock that I'm building. Usually every square inch of a mock that I build is planned out way in advance, but this time we lucked out. We got all these extra spaces, so I'm pretty excited to start that turbo laser. I don't know when we're going to work further on it. Maybe next week, who knows. But let me know what you guys think about that idea. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So that's about it for this episode. Remember to vote above with which of the two prototypes that I built do you guys like better. And I'll see you guys soon with another video.